We're headed from Iceland to Greenland on the Ocean Adventurer. Now, the Ocean Adventurer is an old ship. This is its last voyage. It began serving the tourist industry back in the 1970s. This shows our route, and the primary purpose for this particular trip was for seeing the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. And we did. The first night out on the Denmark Strait, they started making an appearance. For our various stops, the Ocean Adventurer was not well suited for actually landing. You had to use Zodiacs, the rubber dinghies, in order to go from the ship to the shore. This is actually kind of a practice run, the sort of thing we were going to be doing every day. And that waterfalls is not on Greenland. It's actually still on Iceland. We haven't yet left the territorial waters. Once ashore, it's mostly a matter of walking, in this case, up to the waterfalls. Our next landing is in Greenland. Although in Greenland, you're going to find that the weather is a little bit cooler than it is in Iceland. And the reason for that is because Iceland is at least partially warmed by the Gulf Current, whereas the currents on both the east and west side of Greenland tend to be quite cool. On the way over to Greenland, we did run into several different kinds of animal life, the biggest of which were the whales. These look like southern right whales. They're right whales because they're the right whales to kill. When they're killed, instead of sinking to the bottom of the ocean, they float on the surface. The whales made a big impression, but our first stop was Skipperdal. Keep in mind that Greenland is owned by the Danes, and as a result, a lot of the words are going to be Danish. In the alternative, they're likely to be Native American names. Now, most of the folks started out hiking, but I noticed something that kind of intrigued me. All along the way, at every few hundred feet, there was one of the guides toting a rifle. And so I started talking to one of them about it, and they were on the lookout for polar bears. Polar bears are extremely dangerous. And I asked him what kind of rifle he had. And he told me he had a 30-06. Now, a 30-06 is very good for deer, but polar bear is a different matter. you need a much larger slug to slow down a polar bear. And although I didn't see a polar bear on this trip, this is the site of a polar bear kill of a seal. There are also ptarmigan up here, but of course they're scarce because they taste like chicken. Now, not everyone is always on the Zodiacs. Occasionally, they'll let a few of us out on kayaks for a little paddling. This is an old research station, and of course you can tell that it's Danish because of the flag. Each one of the colors of these buildings means something. Red indicates some kind of public house like a church or a store or a post office. Blue indicates that it's some kind of a factory. Green indicates that it's a communications site, and you see that purple building over there, that indicates that the person that owns that building got a good deal on purple. This is the most impressive animal that anybody saw on the trip. It's a muskox. Although you don't often see muskoxen, frequently you know that they're there because you can find their fur tangled up in plants. What's really impressive here are the icebergs and the terrain. Here, what you want to look for is evidence of volcanism and tectonic plate movement. Some of these formations you can see in lots of different places. It's basalt, and the most famous basalt formation that looks kind of like this is the Giant's Causeway in Ireland.